Mr. Secretary, it's very good to have you with us. China is going to announce a major commitment on greenhouse gas emission reductions. What is your comment on that?
Well, first of all, I think the visit of President Xi, I think, is one that is reinforcing what is, I think, a common vision between the United States and China in terms of addressing climate change. Obviously, it started with their joint announcement, President Obama and President Xi, last November in Beijing. And I might say that that announcement itself was very, very important. It really changed the nature, I think, of the global dialogue in terms of how we will address climate. But now, with this visit, we are going to the next step. We're talking about implementation. I think in both countries, the basis really of our approach is to show through domestic actions that we are addressing climate change in a serious way. So I think President Xi's announcements are very exciting. I think again, our visions and our implementation are in many ways in parallel. And I think that this is going to give us, this visit and our joint announcements will give us and the world, I think, a lot more momentum going into the Paris negotiations in December.
That announcement is obviously a follow-up action on China to achieve the goals, the ambitious goals that the two countries announced late last year. Do you think those goals are now looking like achievable, or can they be achieved even sooner than expected?
Well, I think so. In fact, as I recall, the statement last November in China was in terms of peaking carbon dioxide emissions in 2030 or earlier, and I think the steps being taken give us encouragement that I think that could happen earlier. In addition, we have a very important collaboration, which I think gets less attention, is the one between subnational governments, states or cities, and there we see also Chinese cities and American cities often partnering, and we are seeing their commitments about, in fact, peaking the urban emissions much earlier than 2030.